Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? All my crypto DJs out there, what is going on, my DJs? Let's get right on to it. I don't want to waste any time. First, I want to check out Bitcoin. We got Bitcoin at 94,000, 94,263. We got Ethereum at 1,800. We got Tether. Okay, that's at $1. Okay, that's a stable coin. That stays the same. XRP 216. Um, we got the BNB Smart Chain 601, $601, and we got Solana at 146. Bitcoin and ETH kind of pumped a little bit earlier, but then it retraced and pulled back. So yeah, Bitcoin went up. Bitcoin, I think, yeah, Bitcoin went over 95,000 again. I'm not sure if it hit 96 yet. Probably got close. But today's Saturday, and yeah, we're gonna see what happens. See if Bitcoin can get back up to like 96, 97. That'll look good. Ethereum went up to 1,800, I think 50, then it retraced again. So the market is kind of going up and down. Let's see here. We got the okay fear and greed. We got it at 53. Altcoin index 12100. Coin market cap, excuse me, CMC 100, 180, and the total market cap for crypto is 2.96 trillion. So that's 2,900,000,000,000. We're close to a 3 million. Excuse me, we're close to a 3 trillion market cap for the total, for the whole cryptocurrency market. Alrighty. I wanted to do an update on XOR or Sora. For the last week, we've been dipping. We pulled all the way back down to, I believe, at one point we went down to like 21. I was like, okay, where are we heading now? Or how far down are we going to go? But I was just going to say, hey, man, these last few weeks, especially that, after we had originally went up to 13 zeros, and then since then we kind of, the price kind of dumped. I'll say, I'll say it pulled, well, you could say it dumped or pulled back or whatever, but I definitely been, picking up these dips. I know some people probably took profits once we hit that, lost that second zero at 13 zeros. And then waited for it to come back down again. Like me, I didn't take profits. I could have, but I stayed in. But we got dips since then. We got a few dips, but I've been buying the dips on Sora for like the last week and a half. Ever since we dipped all the way back down. Well, the good part, we never went back down to 15 zeros. Like I still remember a couple of weeks ago when we broke, went from 15 zeros 20 all the way up to like 13 zeros. We lost. We went to 14 zeros and then we went to 13 zeros. Then after that, man, people were flooding us like crazy. Like, oh man, they're printing more tokens. All right, it's getting ready to crash down to 16 zeros now. I'm like, really? Okay. It's like people just trying to scare us out of our play with Sora. But I thought it was kind of funny. But matter of fact, we never ever saw 15 zeros again. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of thought we were gonna dip back down to 15 zeros, but we didn't. We went down to 14. I think the lowest we went down to like 14, 20, or 21, and then we bounced off that, you know, uh, oops, we bounced off that resistance or whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. Anyways, Sora, we are. I'm very excited. The fact that we never went back down to 15 zeros, and if you've been buying the dips on Sora, man, um, loading up. Hey, shouts out to everybody who's been loading up. I know I have. I think I did about three different DCAs yesterday. I've been loading up. Like I went from 200, just over. I think I went from like 202 quadrillion. I'm all the way up to almost 300 quadrillion. I'm at 296 quadrillion. Ever since when we originally, went up to 13 zeros, I decided, I'm holding this long term. I didn't take profits yet. We came down. I was like, okay, I didn't take any profits when we hit 13 zeros. So hey, I got the option. Now we're the prices kind of dropped down a bit, but I bought more. I was able to load up on more. So ever since then, I've already, man, I'm almost at like a I literally picked up about another like 100 trillion um um of Sora since then. So I went from 200 to 2 quadrillion. I'm at 296 quadrillion. So yeah, man, I really been loading up on this thing over the last, couple of weeks. Even at 14 zeros, it's still a pretty good deal at 14 zeros. You know what I mean? where we're at now. But anyways, the fact that we never crashed back down to 15 zeros, like the fudsters were saying, people were trying to give us FUD, said, oh, they're printing more tokens. Yeah, yeah, we're at 13 zeros, but it's getting ready to crash back down to 16. Those are the people who are mad. They probably lost money in the past, but they didn't buy the bottom. Hey, you know, but people who bought at the bottom when I called it, hey man, you guys are welcome. But anyways, yeah, but Sora, man, I'm still excited. I just been, I'm pretty much I'm about at my goal of 300 quadrillion. So, and I'm literally what, um, I'm about four. Let me see here. I think I'm up. Yep, I'm at about 4 quadrillion away. From picking up that for getting the 300 quadrillion. I'm just about 4 quadrillion away. So yeah. Anyways, next up, there's something I wanted to read. Something that when they posted on X the other day, one of the things that they were explaining when they posted on X. Let me pull it up here. Something that was interesting. Where they were talking about the repackaging deal or something like that. So I'm gonna read this where they were talking about the repackaging. Okay, where did that start at? Let me see here. Okay, the Sora repackaging. Okay, it says because of the large number of Sora XOR TBDC, to make them more ergonomic, it is proposed to potentially repackage them on the Sora network. All right, then it says the supply and amount of XOR TBCD are being grouped everywhere on a Sora V2 network where multiple tokens will be grouped into one token. All right, kind of get where they're going here. In one concrete terms, whatever amount the hell is this? Okay, why am I getting okay? In concrete terms, whatever amount the on-chain governance agrees on, group multiple Zor, uh, excuse me, XOR into one token. For example, the council agrees to create a motion for the start denomination 1000. Okay, if the total supply of XOR is 10 million, then after the repackaging, the new number of, excuse me, the new number of the tokens on the Sora V2 network will be um, 10 million, 10 million to 1,000, or equals 10,000. Okay, I kind of get what they're saying. Then it said if someone is holding 1,000 SOAR or XOR, then after the repackaging, they will have one token worth 1K XOR on the SOAR V2 network. Okay, if they move it to Ethereum if they move it to Ethereum or other networks, it will be unpackaged back to 1,000 XOR tokens. In any case, the total number of the XOR in circulation will not change, but the divisible will change on the Sora V2 network if this upgrade happens. So I think I was kind of reading about this. It kind of seems a little bit confusing about the whole repackaging thing. Everything stays the same as far as the dollar amount, but on the network, it'll show that you have less tokens or something like that, but the dollar amount stays the same. Or if you send it to another network or something like that. But I guess what they're trying to do, long story short, I don't have all the details or technicals. I believe what they're doing is they're trying to get more, get new investors in because if somebody was looking at XOR, like they want to invest in it long term or whatever, long term or short term, whatever they're trying to do, this will probably it'll attract them better if it shows that it has less tokens than like quadrillions of coins. You know what I mean? So I get what they're doing here. It's just a way for them to attract new investors because originally the tokenomics looks scary. Like what the hell? Who would invest in this? But they just don't understand what they're doing long term. Behind the scenes. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Because right now, some investors, they'll see the tokenomics and and, and that'll just like somebody, an average person, especially somebody who really knows crypto and tokenomics, they'll be like, heck no, no way, that looks horrible. You know what I mean? But But I get what they're doing, especially people who don't understand what Sora is doing long term. But me, I understand what they're going to be doing long term. So the tokenomics don't really bother me much. But like I guess it's going to look better for so as an when an investor looks at this. But I guess I guess as time goes, we'll figure out we'll kind of figure out what's going on as as time goes. Um, but anyways, we're gonna see what let me let me see. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens um long term here. But yeah, man, it looks like a good plan what they're doing. But at the end of the day, they're gonna be voting on it. It looks like they're gonna be voting on this, and we're gonna see what happens. Sorry about that. Like somebody just try to why are people trying to call me when I'm doing a video, whatever. But anyways, that the whole repackaging deal, I'm gonna try to find out more information about it. But I totally get what they're doing. It's to attract newer investors, so people don't get scared away. But as far as the current retail investors that are already in, it won't affect us at all. There's nothing we have to do. Everything stays the same as far as the dollar amount. I guess I guess when you leave the network, what they're saying here, let me go back here. Okay, it says if they move it to Ethereum or other networks, it will be unpackaged back to 1,000 XOR tokens. In any case, the total number of XOR in circulation will not change, but the divisible will change on the Sora V2 network if this upgrade happens. So, okay, I see what they're doing. So this 1,000 XOR, that's just an example. They're just showing an example if I were going to do it like 10 million to 1,000, and then that equals like 10,000. That's what how I guess how they're doing the divisible or whatever. But anyways, man, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for post notification. Let's go XOR. I'm still excited. I like the way we've been holding support and we found a new bottom. Hey, shouts out to everybody if you've been loading up on Sora, man. Been buying these. I definitely been buying, eating up these dips, man. Definitely. For me, it's become addicting. I think we're getting a good deal. The fact, because I do believe we're going to lose about 4 or 5 zeros, even up to 6 zeros over the next 6, 7, 8 months. Like I said, this is definitely a long term hold for me. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, post notifications. Also, um, anybody like to join if you ever join the Patreon, definitely get on over here to the Patreon. We got our live group over here. We got a chat group. I cover other crypto projects early. Some of these projects I'm covering, man, no other crypto content creators are covering these coins. Definitely get over to the Patreon, and I'm going to be doing another update on the Patreon soon. Another like payment crypto that nobody's talking about. But anyways, only $15, man, for the Patreon. Hey, you can't beat that. Some crypto content creators they charging $50 a month, man. I'm only charging 15. Same price as a Happy Meal or a combo meal. Definitely get over here. The description will be at the bottom left, both Patreon and also my Cash App and Vimo. Or if you'd like to donate to the channel, PayPal and Vimo is in the description as well. Alrighty, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting ready. I'm gonna be doing a live stream here in about 30 minutes. Got to get ready for that. But anyways, let's go Sora Army. Let's go Army, man. We are an army. At this point, I'm ignoring the FUD because they don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys in the next one. Peace.